Hey guys, how are we doing on this fine Tuesday? I am doing alright. I am. It's been a very quiet day at work today. Like I barely had any walk-ups, I barely had anyone contact me about anything. Yeah, just a boring day. It is what it is. So I did try and make my day more productive for the channel by getting DaVinci Resolve on my laptop, but didn't really work out. I managed to install it, but I then couldn't log into DaVinci Cloud. I'm not 100% sure I can log in to the DaVinci Cloud and actually work on editing stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure how the DaVinci Cloud thing actually works, so I wanted to test it, but I'll figure it out. Yeah. Just realised I forgot to check something. Right, in fact, let me just check it while I'm thinking about it, because if I don't, I'll be annoyed with myself. Basically, Hasbro released new Transformers today, ready for pre-order. And I want to pre-order them because part of them are some of the primes, and I want to get all 13 of the primes. So when I go to the website, it allows me to add them to my basket, and then I can fill out all the payment details, and for some reason it puts a space in my phone number, and I don't know why. This is really good content, isn't it? But address is correct. Order review. Place order. Yeah, and then all it does, I try and order them. I do the pre-order, and then when I hit place order, and then goes your basket is empty, it doesn't actually let me place the order, which is frustrating, to say the least. I guess I'll try again tomorrow, see what happens. Right. More bit of content. Let's actually get into something.
Dangerous round here, Bill. More acid and even more mechs. Ain't gonna be an easy one.
Ain't gonna be an easy one. Right, we have pretty much respawned all the mechs. Okay, so we've got the yellow key. The machine guns are definitely the best weapon in the game. I'm sure Grumbaker probably disputes that. To me, they are the best weapon in the game. The worst thing about this level is that this texture on the walls looks like a door, and it's confusing. Genuinely can't remember where the yellow key is. So the yellow door is not in any of those. Let's be back down here. Must be down here, because everything is still alive. Hmm. Oh no, that wasn't a second secret. Hmm. I don't know what's stopping their bullets, but it's really helping me. A blue door. Can't quite get into that yet. It's a red door. Interesting. Oh. Ooh, that's a shotgun. We don't want a shotgun. Go for the rocket launcher. This fucking guy. I'm going to die. Ooh, that was lucky. Okay. We've got the secret in this level. So that's good, we don't have to look for that. That's a lot of bad guys in there. Okay, that's good. We managed to destroy that. Room full of bad guys. Oh, we've got some health out of it as well. Machine guns. Die. Right. We got the beauty. Straight forward for the blue door. There's going to be a lot of bad guys behind this door. I'm certain of it. See? Oh, come on. At some point, this is just what? We just entered the blue door key and got another blue. You know what? I'm not actually questioning. The fact that this is just saved and it's just giving me all those power-ups would lead me to believe what's behind this door is not. It isn't. Fuck you and the horseshoe. You know, when playing this, it does invoke the original Doom, and I've said this before, and that's not a bad thing. It's not, but I'm trying to think how Doom did it better. Oops. And it's like a bunch of little things that I said, some of which I said to Crumbaker yesterday. But also, it's like this idea that the boomer shooter or the shooter as it was back then hadn't been done before, so let's just have fun. This is why the 2016 revival of Doom worked so well, because they just went, yeah, let's not give a flying fuck, and they didn't. They just did dumb shit all the time. It was the most insane thing ever. It's almost like Crumbaker's like overthought what he wanted to do, and then in the process of doing that, underthought a bunch of stuff. See, this is that as stupid as that was, where you didn't really do anything, you just done anything. That was actually quite good. Just a nice, simple break the pace kind of level, kind of section. Level complete.
Alright, this is where they got Beth. They also got big mechs, electric fences, and everything else you love. Torx Corp CEO Chaz has his own mech you'll probably come across. This is gonna be the hardest part yet, Bill. Be careful and give 'em hell!
You know,
I'm gonna say from that description, this is the last level.
Instead.
Oh, don't be no wimp, Bill. Beth needs you. You didn't come this far just to wuss out in the end, Bill.
Ah, what the heck, we're already here.
Let's go up. Ooh, the secret is just there.
I've been looking for that.
Die. Right, well, let's see. I think I need to try and keep my machine guns for the final boss. If I can. Again, another room that was just designed to waste your ammo. If the original Doom did do that, I'm not saying it was, it did, because I honestly cannot remember. Nice shooting. Let's not try to do that. Okay. Where are those fuckers coming from? Coming from down in the cack. I just thought I'd trap myself in. got. Rockets roll. Enough to take care of these assholes. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, I said I was gonna save these, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. The decision that each weapon is a counter weapon that blocks its shots was, I'll be honest, it was just a straight up and bad one. It doesn't come across as that at all. It just comes across as the weapon isn't firing, which is not what you want. Okay. Where that guy's at? Minimap will be dead good. Oh, back. For fuck's sake. Gotta try and avoid these laser fences. I am very conscious. I'm walking on time. See that sound, the laser fire sound. There's nothing shooting at me right now. That was annoying. Yeah, there was nothing shooting at me. that I could see, but I still had the.
Alright, this is where they got Beth. They also got big guns, electric fences, and everything else you love. Pork's Corp CEO Chaz has his own mech you'll probably come across. This is gonna be the hardest part yet, Bill. Be careful and give 'em hell!
You know, thinking about it, maybe I should just head back instead.
Oh, don't be Bill, Beth needs you. You didn't come this far just to wuss out in the end, Bill.
Ah, what the heck, we're already here.
Oh, what the heck, we're already here. Let's just, like, head down a minute. Let's see what happens. This is kind of a wrong button. Hail. Ah. We're just gonna make his way that way and figure it out from there. Sniping as we go. Hey, stay still while I shoot you. Not that one. I do like the quick fire nature of all the guns. Really only limited by how fast I can quick. So that's good. To rocket launcher. let's not get too distracted. Not quite sure why that decides to not shoot me anymore. Oh, that's a yellow door. Okay. Good to know. When I say die, I mean die. Yellow door. Okay. Sorry, red door and yellow door. It's kind of just a case of like trying to snipe my way down so I don't get too overwhelmed here. Let's go in here. Mix. See, there's that noise again. Something's trying to attack me, but there's nothing in this room. Again, one thing I cannot level at this game in any way, shape or form is the fact that it doesn't give me plenty of stuff to shoot. I am indeed constantly shooting. projectile thing is not wrong. When you said I did that, that was a deliberate choice because it forced you to change weapons and use the other weapons. Otherwise, everyone just runs around and uses the rail. I get what you're saying, and it does force you to change. It really does. But this is not the way to do it. Because like I say, it just comes across as the weapon isn't firing. There was no information at all to say that's what's happening. Even just like a tooltip. They made it better.
I've been looking for that.
Where are all these goddamn keys? I feel like I've gone in every single room and I've got absolutely nothing. Obviously I've not gone in every single room, but you know what I mean. I'm back at the start of the level here. Killed everything there. Back this way. Yeah, I guess we're going down here. Saving game. I think that was supposed to be more than an epic counter actually, where the bad guys got stuck on the explosive barrels. What do you mean? Worked out for me, but right, come on. Alright, you guys fucking die. You die too. Yeah. Can't go anywhere but this way. Yes, you will. Alright. Now, where was the yellow door? Yellow door is here. Let's go up. That's a lot of back there. Stop moving. The rocket launcher needs splash damage. Like, actually quite badly. See you, Dave. Launcher. Yeah, those little spider bolts, I'm pretty sure they do just run onto you and explode. red door was this one. Okay. I feel like this is the bit where you get to the main boss. I mean, it could be wrong, but it certainly feels like the quarry to the main boss. Knew I was going to die. I think that might be
Alright, this is where they got
the
Beth.
boss.
They also got big maps, electric fences, and everything else you love. Torch Corp CEO Chaz has his own mech you'll probably come across. This is gonna be the hardest part yet, Bill. Be careful and give them hell!
Maybe I should just head back and
Oh, don't be no wimp, Bill. Beth needs you. You didn't come this far just to wuss out in the end, Bill.
Come on. Well, I will say this, the final boss is a challenge. Hey. Well, was a challenge.
Well, took you long enough.
Yeah, happy to see you too,
Did-
Beth.
Thought you leave me here to rot? Guess you love me after all.
I guess this is the
Yep,
AI art
sure.
bit.
That's why I came. So are you ready to get out of here or what?
Sure enough. Where am I supposed to sit?
From here, our beautiful couple then made their way out of Torx Corp and rode off into the sunset. Oh, excuse me, I got a tinkle.
Welcome to MEKKABLOOD.
That was the shortest credit sequence I've ever seen in a game. It really was. Right. So that was MEKKABLOOD. It is very definitely a boomer shooter. You can tell that it's heavily inspired by the original Doom, the original Wolfenstein, and stuff like that. It has a lot wrong with it. But we had Grumbaker, aka Jad, aka creator of the game, in the chat last night, and he said it was his first game ever, and stuff like that. So, and he was still trying to figure out how to program UE5 and stuff like that. And based on that, and I've said this over the course of us playing it, you can do. In fact, hang on. If that was if it were me, and that was the game that I created as my very first game ever, I would be very happy about that. I really would. That is like very impressive for a sole developer and stuff. Even though I know there's a lot of stuff going around about it, about how it uses AI art, and those last 3 talking head sections there were definitely AI generated. I'd be shocked if he hadn't done them. But that's the age that we live in, so we can't really mourn too much at Grum for it, because he's a sole developer. He had a vision, but not necessarily all the skills, and he got around that using AI. It's, like, to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if there are game design courses around the world where the students are constantly getting pulled up for using AI to generate artwork because they're doing solo projects. And while AI is absolutely not the answer to anything, because it is, let's be honest, more than a little bit shit, in those circumstances, especially on courses, they should be let off. If you're doing things, just let off a little bit. Yeah, it is a difficult one, that one. But, like I say, MEKKABLOOD Quarry Assault, if I were to give it a rating, which I don't really do ratings, even when I do write reviews, I'll do my late review show, which is on the channel. There should be some more episodes when I finally get some time. There should be some more episodes of that coming up soon. There will be one for MEKKABLOOD. Yeah, if I were to do ratings, it'd be a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5 or 6, probably. Well, 5 out of 10. Because you have to take the development circumstances into account, which is really cool. And it is a solo developer. It's really cool because it was a solo developer who did the absolute best he could, and he freely admits he didn't have all the knowledge and all the skills necessary to do everything that he wanted to do. But like I say, if that were my first game that come out, that I'd put out commercially, and I was still learning how to program the engine and stuff, I'd be happy with it. I'd take my lessons and then move on and do something else, like he is doing. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, there are issues with that game. There are issues with like what I was saying about the bullet, so the projectile system where it blocks your projectiles, but it's not telling you that. For the first couple of hours of this game, I was firing guns and just going, my gun isn't firing, and I don't understand why. So, yeah, stuff like that gets frustrating quickly. But yeah, I kind of enjoy my time with it. So yeah, I'll put my thoughts together in a more formal late review at some other point. All right. Let's what are we gonna do? We've got 40 minutes left of the stream. I actually could do with shutting the stream down and finishing editing the Last of Us video that's supposed to go up tomorrow. But what to do? In fact, you know what? We will leave it there for tonight, so I can get that done. Which is absolutely fine. I just realised I forgot to do one thing earlier, but it is what it is. Alright, so that is it for me for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. As always, that was MEKKABLOOD. I hope you enjoyed watching me play it. And I've